So I welcome you all to this question answer session, a platform that we have created in order to bring awareness in the minds of people. It's just to build an ability to question and identify a way through which they'll sort out a solution for every problem that they encounter. Probably questioning is the most powerful tool. Until and unless we start questioning, we never realize that our mind has an ability to think. So basically, mind is given in order to find solutions for every problem that we have. So whatever may be the invention that a person has made on this earth, in order to make our living better, comfortable, easier, it is just because a man could think. And that thinking ability was triggered by the ability to question. So, questioning is the most powerful tool. So, probably once a person knows how to question, he knows how to solve problems. So, probably if a person can solve problems by himself, so then automatically he comes to know why everything is happening in life. So, once he comes to know why everything is happening in life, then handling the journey of life is a cakewalk, which is a pretty easier one. But if we did not develop the ability to question, then we will not be in a position to realize the facts of life. We will not be in a position to understand exactly why we are having challenges in life. So probably for a guy who questions, who develops an ability to question, he comes to know everything. So this ability to question, which I have developed almost 10 years back, has made me realize or get myself revealed to a lot of new things, made me explore a lot of new things, and that made me lead a different life. So it's altogether something new. So every time a person learns to take challenges in life, it's like climbing a mountain. So it's very difficult to climb a mountain because in every step of yours, you have to use a lot of energy. But still, if you take up the challenge of climbing a mountain, so once you climb a mountain and start looking at the world from that place, automatically, all the bigger things will look very small. So probably when we stand here on the floor and start looking at things, they may look very tall. There may be tall trees, there may be tall buildings, tall mountains. So many other things, okay, which looks very tall for us. But once we get onto the top of a mountain and start looking at things from there, everything looks very small. The same thing is with life too. When we develop our questioning ability and bring awareness within us, so with the other awareness what we have brought in, all the problems look very small. They are very tiny. When problems look very tiny for us, okay, we don't focus on problems. We just focus on what we do. As the Bible says, the only solution for every problem is go to work. So when we start working on the things, automatically the challenges what we have in life gets resolved. But the biggest problem for everyone is, the problem looks big for them. So looking at the problem, getting scared, worried, frustrated, having challenges about the future, the people don't think of focusing on doing the work what they have to do. But if they learn to focus on doing the things what they have to do. And if they concentrate on doing the things what they have to do, then automatically no problem reaches him. And when problems look very small in life, okay, we just keep doing our job. All the people who became successful in life have become successful just because their focus on problems was least. Nothing appeared as a problem for them. So simple things were not complicated, but they just focused on doing the work they had to do. I hope you understood this. The same thing happens when we start questioning ourselves, elaborating our awareness, we become matured. When we grow in our maturity day by day, once we explore our maturity, the problems look very minute for us, very small for us, very tiny for us. See, if there is an obstacle which is very tiny, which is very small on our way, we never care for it, we don't even heed for it. But if the problem is big, if there is an obstacle which is huge, so it's very difficult for us to leave it aside and just move. And simply saying the problems are very tiny, but we look at them in a very big manner because we don't enhance our awareness, we don't empower our awareness on things. So one thing I just would like to suggest everyone on this earth is, we must learn to question. We must develop the ability to question. With questioning, we will discover that we have an ability to think. And through that thinking ability, we can resolve any problem that we are encountering in life. But the biggest challenge for everyone is, they don't initiate to question and they don't discover that they have an ability through which a person can think and resolve problems. So every time I start this question answer session, it starts with building a kind of awareness in everyone that questioning is mandatory, and through questioning they have to enhance their awareness, and through that awareness, okay, they have to lead a comfortable life. Okay, I hope this is brought into clarity. That is the reason for which we started creating this. And through this question answer session, I'm just trying to bring that awareness in people. And through that awareness, I want everyone to lead a happy and peaceful life. So my life even was a chaos when I did not develop the ability to question. And when I did not realize, okay, why something happens. So for what reason something happens. Today I had a session wherein I was dealing with some 10th class students. I was just trying to educate them about the seriousness of using their time on content right now. In the process, I could tell them a simple statement which really impressed me, even made me feel aware of a lot of things. So it's something like this. God gives a test to everyone. The simplest thing is, God has given us a mind, and that mind starts working against us. And the real challenge for everyone is, we have to get that mind into our control. So once we get that mind into our control, we become a master for it. Once we become a master for it, we start using that mind for a right cause. But if you are lost in the control of the mind, so if you just go according to the mind always tries to get us connected with a lot of attractions, unnecessary things, which are really not needed. They will not be creating any kind of future for us. So though they do not create any kind of future for us, so mind always attracts us things. Mind asks us to watch television. Mind asks us to hang on with the mobile, operate a lot of things on a mobile, watch a lot of unnecessary things on mobile, play games with mobile, chit chat with friends, okay, spend a lot of time just gossiping things, okay, chit chatting with things, and roam around, okay, doing all kind of unnecessary things. Mind does not allow us to do the right things. It will never motivate us to study. It will never motivate us to take care of our health. It will never motivate us to eat the right stuff. It will never motivate us to listen to elders, respect elders. It will never motivate us to tell the truth. It will never motivate us to be honest. It will never motivate us, okay, to love all the time. It will never motivate us to keep up our promises. It will never motivate us to develop self-belief, self-love or self-respect. So it never encourages or it never drives any kind of positive thing into our heads. It always makes us get attracted for distractions. And that is the real test what God gives to everybody on this earth. So once you take up that challenge, get the mind into your control, then God believes in you and starts giving you the future. So the future wherein you will be useful for thousands of people ahead and you will have a prosperous life. All the great ones, all the successful ones, all the people who are really leading a wonderful life are those who just became the masters of their mind. They got their mind into their control and started using it for a cause, for a purpose. And all the people who could not use their mind, who could not get the mind into their control, and who were lost in the distractions, okay. So that the mind tempted them to go for, they're lost in the race of life. And for them, just God gives them a survival wherein they can eat, they can sleep, they'll get some clothing, they'll get some shelter, okay, they'll get some food to eat. And all through their life will be a compromise when they just get food, shelter and accommodation to live in. But on the other side, God shows us glory, God shows us grace, wherein people reach to the tops. They do something miraculous, okay, something awesome to watch. So when we go through the life of Abdul Kalam, when we go through the life of Tesla, so Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett, Anil Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, many people from the Tata families, Wipro, Ajin Penby, okay, Infosys chairman Narayana Murthy, any of these successful people, okay, all these people got their mind into their control and started using it for a right cause. And they started exploring the biggest things in life. So these people make around 600 to 650 crore a month, okay, in a day. In one day they earn about 650 crores. Think the grace what God gives them. Probably an ordinary man who never has control over his mind, who is just a slave for his mind, okay, I don't think will be able to make even 1% of this money even in his entire lifetime. But the same money God gives to them in one day. So how is it possible? God gives a test to everybody to handle their mind. So if they win the test, automatically God's grace is on them. And God takes them to such a height, to such an extent that, okay, it astonishes everyone on this earth. And we say he's very successful, he's lucky. So it's not that, okay. All he has done is, he has got his mind into his control. And once he got his mind into his control, he started using it for a right cause. And once he started using it for a right cause, okay, the God's grace was on him. See, I just started up my life. I started using my mind totally for developing communication skills in people. Once I started doing it over a period of 4 to 5 years, then I got an opportunity to start my own institute. And it's almost 18 years. In all this 18 years, I never was free. I was occupied with ample work always. Minimum I had 8 to 10 hours of work every day. And that work made me lead a very comfortable and pleasant life. So once you get your mind into your control, then automatically you receive the blessing of the Lord. So God tests us by giving the mind and just watches us what we are going to do with it. If you just celebrate the fun what we are getting by doing things, okay, from the pleasure we get from the sense organs, then God thinks that, okay, there's not much what this fellow can do, and just gives a life for us of fulfilling the basic requirements. But on the other side, if the person gets control over his mind and starts using it for a right cause, his blessings would take him to the greatest extent in life. And I wish all of you to get your mind into your control. Make it your slave. Use it for a right cause. In the process, you will be blessed with everything. And you will be becoming useful for thousands of people. And you can create a mark which the world doesn't forget ever. Okay? I hope you got my message. Thank you so much. So let's get started with the question to begin with from Nasim. Thank you so much for your question, sir. After all, this is your first question in question answer session. I welcome you to our team. So keep asking questions. Keep building your awareness for being a part of this program, okay? Thank you so much. So Nasim's question is, something we don't want to do it, but our parents want it. What we have to do, either break them or break ourselves. So you don't need to break yourself, okay? There is no need to break yourself in life. See, probably your parents want something for you to do. From your maturity, you may be thinking that what your parents are asking you to do is a nonsense. See, to put it simple, okay? I know that health is very important. So we have to give some time of our day for our health. And if you're not able to give some time of our day for health, okay, it's a very serious thing. So I've been asking my son to go and play football or cricket, whatever the game he loves to. I'm just asking him to go and play. But that fellow is not interested in playing. See, probably I'm insisting that fellow to go and play, and that fellow, I'm saying that even if you are not able to study well, it's okay, I'll develop it. I'll take care of that in you. I'll see that, okay, you will develop your maturity and you will develop your fundamental qualities like reading, listening, writing, speaking and thinking. And with this, you can achieve anything what you want in life. That's not a big deal. I can develop that in a period of an year or two. But health is not like an instant coffee. Like I just go for walking or jogging for a short time and just improve my health altogether. It never happens like that. So we have to consistently give our time on health, and we have to work exercising every day. Probably I am insisting, but my son is not understanding that. He wants to avoid it, he wants to escape it. Probably he loves to sit with a tab and start watching something. Probably there may be some interesting stuff what he's watching, but still, okay, he is just interested in spending his time on this. So from my perspective, okay, he'll never understand what I'm trying to say because he's younger, he doesn't understand what I'm trying to tell him. So in the same manner, just check, okay, if you are not matured enough to understand the value of what your parents are insisting on you. Okay, first point. Second thing, so if your parents are not matured enough, so they don't know, but accidentally they are trying to insist on you, but you are very clear about your ideologies, you know very clearly what you want, and you know very clearly where you will go if you stick to what you want, then in that case, okay, we need to start communicating. Most of the people don't even initiate to communicate, but assume themselves that, okay, their parents won't listen to what they say. We just need to hang on till our parents listen to it. I think there is a movie, Authentic Daredi of Pavan Kalyan, okay, in that movie, the grandfather of Pavan Kalyan tells his aunt that, so if you love somebody, so you have to ask us, you have to tell us. We will not accept it. But you have to wait till we accept it. You have to convince us. You have to make us that it's such an important relation in my life and that matters for me. It's really valuable. So it will definitely take time. It may take an year or two, but you have to patiently convince the parents that it's an important relation, that you really want to hang on, and it is worth picking up that relation in life. And it needs patience. So it's like we can't say something and get an outcome out of that. Okay, it is like we put some seeds in the soil and we can't expect a crop out of it immediately. So probably if I want mango fruits, okay, I'll have to hang on for 8 to 10 years of my life. Without hanging on for 8 to 10 years of my life, I cannot expect fruits from that plant. Communication is also the same. Communication never fulfills in one setting. So it's just like once, see, probably I have been guiding students various things about various things, okay. But in my perspective, it does not change the face of a person all of a sudden. I know it, okay, because I don't want a change, okay, which is just like a cosmetic on their face. So it's like a makeup, okay, which just goes away when they wash it. I want a critical change. It's a change which nobody can change in them. So not to extract that change, I have to keep educating them. I have to keep guiding them. I have to keep telling them what exactly is the right thing. See, when I realize that in the realm of emotions, everyone is a child. So whether he is 60 years of age, whether he is 70 years of age, or whether he is a president, he is a prime minister. So whatever the position maybe he is in, okay, whatever maybe the maturity is in, but in the realm of emotions, everyone is a child. And everyone behaves like a child, okay, when he is emotional. We can't find an exception. And that is impossible in human life. So in the same manner, communication is not something that gets resolved all of a sudden, okay, with one or two trials. So if we are so mature, if you are very clear about, okay, what we want, and if we are sure that we are going to win our game, okay, through our decisions, so we just need to hang on, communicating with our parents. See, our parents may be like an opposition team for us because, let's say, we have two categories of relationships in our life. One, friends, neighbors, relatives. Friends, neighbors, relatives will be very close to us. But all these people relate with us with one fundamental quality. That is, they'll just behave in a manner you want. So this is like what Maricha told to Ravanasura. So wherever you go on this earth, you will find lots and lots of people, okay, who will behave according to your choice. మనకు నచ్చినట్టుగా మాట్లాడేవాళ్ళు, మనకు నచ్చినట్టుగా బిహేవ్ వాళ్ళు కోట్ల మంది ఉంటారు, ఎక్కడికి పోయినా ఉంటారు. వేరెవర్ యూ గో యూ విల్ ఫైండ్ సచ్ పీపుల్. ఆల్ ద పీపుల్ విల్ బిహేవ్ ఇన్ ఎ మేనర్ వీ వాంట్, will communicate in a manner we want. And that is not a fact. They have something internally, but externally they just say this. See, let us say you have a team of 10 friends. Okay. Will any of your 9 friends say that you grow in your life, I'll leave myself behind. I'll drop myself, okay, down, and I'll be an ordinary person. You grow in your life better than me. No, everyone wants to be ahead of you. So your relatives, your neighbors, and your friends follow the same strategy. They just behave according to you. Whatever you say yes to, they'll just say that. So they know what you like and what you don't like, and they'll always speak in a manner that you like. But parents and teachers play a very critical role in life. They can't play the role of that puppets. They can't just tell you something, okay, according to your choice. So they will not be of that kind, okay. They have to speak the truth to you. They have to speak the facts. They have to reveal you what is what in life. And in the process, you will not like them. You will not love them. So we don't like people who speak truth. We don't like people who bluntly tell us, okay, this is it. This is how it must be. So it's very difficult for us. See, when we were a child, we'll just ask a master that, saying that, okay, when I was in school, I used to ask my sir saying that, sir, we'll go to playground and play. We'll go to playground and play. So when master says, shut up and sit and listen, okay, it was hard for us to receive. But we didn't know at that time that it is just because We can't take our life to a greater extent if at all if we are not involving ourselves into education. And if we just get habituated to going out to a playground and start playing there, okay, we may miss the most valuable part of our life. We never realized this. We never understood this because our maturity did not drive us, okay, at that time to that content, to the ability to understand that content. The same is the case with most of the people. Just because our friends, our neighbors and relatives who really don't want us to grow in life, because they will have a kind of jealousy within them. So for that reason, they want their children to grow. They want their people to fare better than what we want. And even your friends want to be better than you. For that reason only, they will never motivate you to do a good thing, but they will be motivating you to do a lot of negative things in life. So all these team will be supporting you. In the process, you will be thinking that, okay, your decision is right. What you are thinking is perfect, okay, from your perspective. But your parents, as they are opposing you, as they are talking against you, as they are on the opposite track on everything you are trying to put before them, okay, you will be under the perspective that your parents will not listen if you tell them. But it's not like that. Probably parents grow their children giving their sweat and blood, not to see them happy in life. I don't know if there will be a parent, okay, who is not matured enough and who wishes to see their children suffering. Their immaturity may be doing it, but a child can communicate with them. A child can educate them. A child can drive that positivity within them through which they can bring a drastic change. And I told you, right, it's not possible for them because the psychology of a human being is that until and unless they say no for 7 to 10 times, they're not going to say yes. It's a common thing. So they will say no for 10 times, they will say no for 20 times, but when you are very sure that, okay, you are going to do something which is good for yourself, okay, you can hang on with this. See, I was very sure that, okay, I'm very good in communication skill training and I can add values to a lot of people, and I wanted to do this. I never wanted to escape from this channel. If I'm gone, just think that it's just a bad. Everyone must have that hope that, okay, things are going to change in life and something good is going to happen definitely in our life. If you are not in the perspective that, okay, we believe that something good is going to happen in our life, and if we leave with that, that's done. And if that hope goes away, I think it's a very big challenge. So don't ever think that, okay, life is breaking down. At this age, we feel like that. We feel as if everything has gone out, everything has gone by, nothing more is there for us in life. But it's not like that. Nothing is like that. See, there will be a very good future for us in future. I'm seriously telling you, okay, whatever that is happening in our life, okay, it's happening for our good. And you will realize that at one point of your life when you look back. So there are some relations which I felt that without that relation, my life is a waste. It's a sheer waste. I can't even think my life without that relations. But frankly saying, today I feel very happy that, okay, I broke that relations in life. So there are certain things which I feel that if this is not happening in my life and my life is nothing, I'm totally broken down. But today I tell you with a very pleasant heart that, okay, whatever that did not happen in my life, I did not happen for a cause. And we don't need to feel bad for that. That's how life will be. So we may not know why something is happening for our life, but definitely that will be happening for our good. So there's no way something is happening in your life for bad. It wants to teach you something and you need to focus on learning that lesson. And when you're ready for that lesson, when you learn that lesson, okay, then automatically your future is going to be great. So never ever think or give a chance for your mind to think in a manner wherein, okay, there is something like a breakdown in life. Okay, that's a big word. Don't use such words because when you come up with words like that, okay, you get into a negative feel, and the negative feel will make your mind to think, because your mind doesn't understand your words, but your mind understands your feelings. Okay, when your feeling is negative, automatically your mind thinks that you need some kind of worry. So in order to create that worry, mind thinks about all the negative things that happen in your life. And when your mind is consistently getting connected with all the negative things in your life, okay, you feel much more worst. You feel dejected. You feel life is pretty miserable. And in the process, okay, you attract a lot of unnecessary things happening in your life. And that's how life gets more disturbed. So don't give that chance. So just believe that life has a perfect plan for everyone, and by going with that life, okay, by executing the things, okay, the way we want, okay, we are going to make a big difference in life. It happens. And we need to hang on with it and go. That's it. There is nothing else. But never feel that, okay, life is broken down and life is going to be a breakdown. You will be thinking from that perspective, but it's not like that, okay, because everything has a reason. See, I think that God teaches us most of the pain, okay, through relationships where love is involved. Because that is where we experience the deepest pain. And with that deepest pain only, we think the deepest. And we resolve the deepest. And that resolutions will really transform people to greatness. A person whom I was related to had a relation breakdown with me, and in the process made a decision that, okay, she wanted to go to America and marry someone, okay, who was settled there. And she was so strong. She was very poor in education. She was not so beautiful that, okay, everyone gets attracted to her. But still with the faith within herself that she can do, okay, what she wants. She was so blunt in getting herself educated. She developed her computer knowledge and she got married to a person, okay, who was settled in US, and she got settled in US, and her life is very comfortable out there. Far, far better than what I am today. So the toughest things make us to take tough decisions. But what is happening in life happens for a good. Never feel that, okay, you're broken down. And never feel that, okay, something tough is going to happen in your life. Life is a very beautiful journey. So you have to look out for your future, okay, with a positive hope. And it happens. So we are not supposed to destroy our life by ourselves, by thinking negatively, okay. Take care of things. So don't trouble yourself with all this. So if you feel that, okay, you are very clear, very positive with your decision, and your parents are not able to understand with that, okay, we can take an opportunity wherein we can convince your parents, we can educate your parents, okay, and we can make it positive. And you too can make it with the help of some matured people if you are so strong with what you think about. But you don't need to think about life like that. Most of the people don't try. They assume. So assumptions won't work. Reality alone works. We need to understand this. Take care, okay? Don't worry for anything. Worry is a very bad thing. But smile, smile. Keep a happy way on your life. And everything great is going to happen. Nothing to worry about, okay? Good evening. Venki, thank you so much for your question, man. I think it must be Venkatesh, okay? Or I don't know. So how to control mind, okay? How to get success in our life? So good question, Venki, okay? So I was just talking to you before with the same thing. How to control your mind, okay? It's simple. Mind works with three fundamental things. One is memory, the next one is imagination, and an ability to think, that's all, okay? So probably the past memory will be making you to think. So the content what you put into your head is a memory. See, whatever you see, whatever you listen, whatever you speak, these three things become your thoughts. Let me say, if I tell you an idea, probably that idea gets converted in the form of a thought and sets into your mind. Probably right now I said that your mind has 5 sense organs. So out of that, mostly 3 sense organs. What you see, what you listen, what you speak, okay, would get converted in the form of a thought, and the thought grows in your mind, and the thought becomes your memory. Probably at some point of your life, you listen from somebody that you're fit for nothing. You can't do something big in life. It's difficult for you to achieve great things. You cannot become an IAS officer. You cannot do something big in life. So when someone tells you this, that becomes a seed. That is a thought in your mind and that is registered. And that starts growing. And that we call it as memory. And with the help of that memory, okay, we think. See, probably you go to an ice cream parlor and sip ice cream. There is some pleasure for your tongue. And that is registered in your mind. And that becomes a thought or a memory. And next time when you think about ice cream, that memory is played in your mind. And as it is a pleasurable memory, which you enjoyed before, automatically your mind will drive you towards it. That's it. So it will push you to take it. Probably at some point of your time, okay, you may be asked to take neem leaves or neem juice. Okay. So at that time, you must have got a bitter experience, which was very horrible. You were even vomiting, you were coughing, and it was creating a lot of irritation with you. That is also registered in your mind, and that becomes a memory. And whenever you think of that neem leaves or whenever think of that neem juice, automatically that memory is played, and that looks absurd, and automatically you keep away from that. So now you understood. But if I ask you a question, okay, is it good to eat ice cream or neem juice? You know that it is neem juice, not the ice cream. It's good for your health. And what says this is your intellect. So in order to control your mind, okay, you have to reduce the memory of your mind to the least extent. It is just to be used to the fundamental requirement, and your intellect must get evolved. See, your intellect very clearly says that, okay, you need to exercise every day, you need to get up early in the morning. But your memory will just show you how it is. See, probably there may be days where you slept up to 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, okay, covering your bed sheet, especially in winter. And that might be a pleasant thing. And that memory is registered comfortably. But when you got up early at 5 o'clock, you went out for walking, you went out for jogging, and you started doing some kind of exercise, okay, it was tough for you, it was painful, it is not pleasant for you. So in the process, what exactly happened to you? You did not feel comfortable, and that memory is also registered. And both are played to you, and you feel that this is comfortable, so you sleep. So everything that is happening in your life is happening because of the memory that was already registered in your mind, and you are preferring pleasurable experiences, and you are not ready for the tough experiences or difficult experiences. And if you keep seeking these pleasurable experiences in life, automatically you will not get an opportunity wherein you will have an ability to do something. Don't do things, okay, which are giving pleasure for you, but do the right things. So now, you are not supposed to go with your mind. We are not supposed to just do certain things, okay, which our mind is asking to. Mind is not asking you to do that, okay. Mind is just showing it. Suppose you take a book and start reading a book. In the process of reading a book, okay, there will not be a lot of pleasurable experience for you. It will be tough because you have to concentrate, you have to understand every terminology, you have to link everything with everything, you have to go back to your basics, okay, you have to get it. You have to understand, you have to bring the concepts out, okay, you have to understand the logics, so you have to relate it, you have to recollect it, you have to write it, you have to jot it down, you have to teach it, you have to apply it, you have to do a lot of things to get a mastery over it. Clear? So, education will not be a pleasurable experience. On the other side, okay, when you just take out your mobile and start playing a game on your mobile, okay, that's a pleasurable experience. Games are designed in a manner wherein every second you will have a surprise. And our mind loves a surprise. So just understand this. The game creator will create the game in such a manner that every 8 seconds, okay, you will have a surprise. So you'll be seeing some gold coins coming, you'll be seeing some, okay, you'll be coming across a tough thing or something like that, okay. So that makes you very interesting in playing that game. And that pleasurable experience is registered in your mind. And your mind asking you to go, it's just showing you both the things. And you just pick up the pleasurable experience, not the right thing. But there is something called as intellect. which your teachers have given you, which your parents have given you. And you know, you need to think, okay, when your mind is driving you to play some games, watch television, chit chat with your friends, pass away time, okay, eat ice cream or eat chocolates or eat some junk stuff, okay. In the process, your mind is just playing its memory, that's all. It's not asking you to go with it. It's just playing a memory, okay. So in the process, you need to you need to use your intellect, you have to identify whether it is useful for you or not, because the work what you are doing today, that is going to create your future. So simply, all the day I have worked today, and that is going to mold my future. So today is a Sunday, I could have very well slept, okay, and woke up late in the morning, but I got up as usual at 4:30, okay, started doing some yoga, started updating my knowledge with John C. Maxwell's presentations. Then I happened to go to GV Sathanam, took some session for students of 10th class. I came by 1:30 home, okay. Then I just watched some interesting stuff, tried to know about the history of something, and then I came to this institute, working with this question answer session, in the process of updating my knowledge. So once I go home, okay, I'll just get back to my education again. So what I am doing definitely is not going to give any returns right now. But what I am doing today is constructing my future. So what you do today must not give some fun right now, but that must construct your future. See, once you build a house, you can live in that house all through your life. Okay, education is also like that. Nobody says that constructing house is very easy. It's celebrating. No. So it's very tough to do. It's very risky, handling workers, handling money, handling things, okay, handling issues from people. There are a lot of challenges what you have to undergo. But still we do it because for our tomorrow. The same thing is this. So controlling your mind is, your mind will be showing a memory, and through that it will be making you to experience that pleasurable things, and it will be driving you to go for it, okay. But you just hang on, don't go, what happens? Can your mind drive you to it? No. So it's not possible for your mind to do. So you have to initiate and go. Just because your mind is showing a pleasurable experience, you run after it because you think that you are going to get it. See, if you have money, you spend it, and spending it, okay, is a pleasurable experience. So you eat something, you go to a different place, you just buy something for your friends, you do different things, okay. So every time you find money and every time someone gives you money, it's a pleasurable experience for you. But let us say that you are a kind of guy, okay, who always saves the money what someone gives you. You will not spend it, okay. So you will convert it to savings, because that saving is going to give a future investment for you, and that will make your future secure. So you are a kind of guy who always save money. Let us presume like this, okay. In this case, what happens? Okay, there will not be any thrust for you. There will not be any drive for you. So your mind is just showing you an experience. Now, get your intellect strong. Just do the right things in life. Don't do something because it drives pleasure for you. So do the right things. So in the process, slowly what happens is, you're not just listening to your mind. You're not just running after what your mind is showing you. You're just doing the right thing. So in doing the right things, okay, you get your mind into control. So right from the morning, okay, till you go to bed, be conscious. So just question yourself always, are you doing the right thing? Or are you doing something, okay, which gains some pleasure for you, some happiness for you? So if you're running after pleasure, if you're just doing something which is giving you a pleasurable experience, then you are just wasting your time. Don't do that. So just do something which is going to create your future. So then slowly your mind will get into your control. And once your mind is in your control, use that mind for a specific cause. Get down into a specific focus. Okay. Probably you will be passionate about doing something. You know that you cannot survive without doing that in life. Okay. There will be something in your life like that. Pick it up. And start using your mind totally for that. Once you start using your mind totally for that, okay, you will be on a journey of success. All the best, Venki, for that. Okay, I'm sure you will see yourself as a successful person very soon because you're going to use your intellect from today. The intelligence what your people have given you, or simply saying in one word, okay, doing the right thing. You will be doing the right thing, not the things, okay, which gives pleasure for you, but the things which are right for you. Okay, then your mind will get into your control. So you're not, see, getting your mind into control is not doing what it says, but doing the right thing. That's all. So when you do the right things, see, worrying is not a right thing to do. So, but smiling is the right thing to do. So don't worry, okay, just smile, then everything is going to change. So thinking negatively is not a right thing to do, but thinking positively is the right thing to do, and you need to do it, that's it. Okay? All the best, Venki. Take care. Lokesh, good evening, man. How to become introvert or extrovert? So what is that you want to become, man? Are you interested in becoming an introvert or interested in becoming an extrovert? Okay. So whatever the character you want to become, okay, you have to leave that character, that's it. See, I want to be an outspoken personality. So who is an outspoken personality? Someone who speaks to everyone, okay, without any hesitation. It's like, see, whether the other person is new to you, whether the other person is old, okay, you don't care for it, but you'll speak to them very flexibly. So you'll speak to even strangers, okay, as if you know them from tens or, okay, lot of years. Getting it? And that quality will be developed when you slowly start practicing it. So you want to become a public speaker, okay, you have to take a chance wherein you find some public sitting before you and you have to stand before them and speak. You have to take different chances to speak. For that you have to write some content, you have to practice it before a mirror, record your audio, listen to it, see if you can modify certain things, okay, and then go for it. And when you keep doing it every day, okay, consistently, when you keep doing it every day at one particular time, okay, so you will become a public speaker. So if you want to become a guy of truth, okay, when you want to speak only truth so that you can develop your self-belief, okay, you can develop your self-love, you can develop your self-respect. And in the process of telling a lie, you are escaping from accepting the mistake what you have done. So when you are running away from things, okay, you learn to run away from things. And you run away from everything. You run away from even good things also in life. And giving up becomes a habit. So once giving up becomes a habit, okay, there is nothing what you do in life. And there is nothing what you do in life, okay, there is nothing you become. So when you are ready to accept the mistakes that you are doing in your life, by being a truthful person, now you are not giving up. You are standing to fight. You're ready to face the situation. You're ready to accept the challenges what you're having in life. So when giving up is not there, so trying is there. Taking up challenge is there. When taking up challenge is there, you keep taking up challenges. When you keep taking up challenges, you become what you want to become in life. As simple as that. I hope you are understanding this. And that's where you need to focus and that's where you need to concentrate, that's all. Okay, so if you only want to become an introvert, okay, or an extrovert, I don't think you will be thinking of becoming an introvert, but you will be thinking of becoming an extrovert. Better than that, okay, you try to become a stalwart. Stalwart is a person who has all positive qualities. So develop one quality at a time. Be courageous, be confident, be lovable, be positive, okay. Be innovative, be creative, be kind, be generous, have integrity, okay, be genuine, keep up your promises, be honest, okay, be truthful. So develop all these qualities, okay, that really makes you a wonderful person to live in and experience. So first try to understand what kind of person you want to be. Have a growth plan for yourself. So do you have a growth plan for yourself? So growth plan is something which makes you to grow in your life. So list out all the things, okay. So like take care of your health first. So go for running or jogging or doing some kind of exercise. So this must become a consistent work for you every day. And start reading something, updating knowledge, gaining some knowledge, implementing that knowledge in your life. That's it. So one idea if you can pick up and start applying, okay, you will start growing. Once you start growing in life, okay, bit by bit, step by step, every great thing is going to happen in your life. You can become anything that you want to, Lokesh, okay? Only thing is, you must be clear about what qualities fit into becoming that personality. So once you have a list of the qualities, okay, that fit into making you as that personality, it happens, okay? So Priya, good evening. Pyari, sorry. Thank you for not missing even one question answer session without asking a question, okay? So probably it is your initiation, okay, that's keeping this question answer session live. So we are sure that even if nobody asks a question, okay, at least Pyari will be there to ask a question, okay? Thank you so much, Ra. How to detach from our beloved ones? What is the limit for it? How to accept the truth? It is very painful, okay. See, nobody asked you to develop attachment on anything. You developed attachment because you expected something. Probably you expected a secure life. You expected that something good is going to happen for you in your life, and because of that reason only you developed attachment. Okay, I'll tell you what is attachment exactly. So attachment is a strong feeling wherein you desire for spending time with the other person, or okay, doing something good for the other person, okay? But how do you get this attachment? So it's just by the service what you do for other person. The more and more service you do for others, okay, the more and more attached you are to that person, that's it. So as you have done some kind of service to the other person, you got attached to it. So if you want to get detached, it's like you have played gum, so it's sticking to you. Now you don't want that to stick, okay? Probably pour some water continuously and it will start getting dissolved, and once it gets dissolved, okay, you're detached. See, the service what you have done in the past gets you attached to them. Now stop doing that service. When you stop doing that service, okay, when you are not really doing that service to others, okay, slowly you get detached to it. Probably if you just bring a plant, start watering it every day, taking care of it, doing some kind of service to you, you get so much attached to it. Okay. And in the later days, if you stop pouring water to it, if you stop caring it, if you stop attending to it, okay, doing any kind of service to it, what exactly happens? You slowly get detached from it. You don't mind much about it. Okay, this is also the same. You are attached to something because you have been doing some kind of service for them. Stop doing that service, then you get detached to them. Okay, first thing. Next, what is a limitation for it? There is no limitation for that, okay. See, you said beloved ones, okay. For our beloved ones, we need to keep, what I can say, keep doing that service always. We have to serve them. That is our responsibility, because they have done service to us and we have to do service for them. If we are not doing service for them, okay, and if you are not having attachment to them, okay, then automatically for whom we are going to serve? Ultimately, it is service what we do to others, okay, which is going to give happiness for us. So if you are not in a position to do any kind of service to anybody, okay, that means that you are not of any help to anyone. So when you are not of any help to anyone, okay, then what for is your life for? What good your life is going to do you? Think. So there is no limit for it, okay, it's up to you. So if you want to be so much attached to someone, okay, do so much of service. See, a servant, okay, who is working in our home, who is taking care of us, when she is doing a lot of service to us, okay, she gets more attached to the family. She cleans everything in the house and she is more attached to the things in the house than what we are. A driver is more attached to the car than an owner, because he is doing a lot of service to the car with the own reason. I hope you are understanding. It's also just like that. And definitely there is no limit for that, okay. And how to accept the truth? See, definitely truth is difficult to follow, because it's like a bitter medicine what you take, but that is going to cure your disease. Medicine is bitter definitely, okay, but that is going to relieve you, okay, from a big trouble in life. So accepting the truth, so like, let us say, we need to accept everything that happens in life, and this is truth. It's not so easy to accept everything that happens to us in life, because we create some kind of expectations. We think that if this is going to happen in my life is going to be wonderful. Who asked you to think about it? So we think because we feel that we are secure. So I think, okay, there was a relation in my life wherein I used to ask that person so many times that, okay, do you feel secure, okay, if I am with you, or do you really love me? And she always used to say that I really love. But I know it was not love, it was only security. She feels that she's very secure if I'm there, because I just say yes for everything what she says. And I'll behave in a manner, okay, which she likes. I'm like a puppet, okay. I'm not mature enough at that time, because recently I was just talking to one of my student, okay. That fellow is stuck with some issue. I just told him only one thing, okay. I just wanted to bring you out of the problem what you're facing. So that's the reason why I want to talk to you. So in the process I told him only one thing, that మనం ఎప్పుడు అవతల వాళ్ళని సంతోష పెట్టాలనుకుంటూ ఉంటాం, అవతల వాళ్ళని బాధ పెట్టకూడదు అనుకుంటాం. సో ఈ యొక్క వీక్నెస్ని అవతల వాళ్ళు అడ్వాంటేజ్గా తీసుకునేసేసి దే ప్లే ఎవ్రీ నాన్ సెన్సికల్ గేమ్. సో దాన్ని స్టాప్ చేశారు. డోంట్ ట్రై టు బికమ్ ఎ గుడ్ పర్సన్. మంచోడు అనిపించుకోవాలని థింక్ చేయొద్దు. సో బీ క్లియర్. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు డూ ఇట్, డూ ఇట్. ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు డూ ఇట్, డోంట్ డూ ఇట్. So when you are a kind of person where you want to do it, you do it. When you don't want to do it, you don't do it, okay? Then automatically the other person is in a limitation. They are not going to take liberty from us. So we need to understand this. We need to accept the truth. We need to accept the truth that everything that is happening in life is happening for our good. And that is for good. Because definitely we need to accept life and move on, okay? If you are not accepting, you are just sitting and worrying, okay? You sit and worry for years together. It can be even for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, all through your life, but no good happens. But if you can accept it in a jiffy and move on, okay, then your life is going to get into future creation. So once you start using your life for future creation, at least your future is going to be good, okay? If you are not using your life for future creation, then your future is also not going to be good, which makes no sense, okay? So accepting truth, see, you know that you are telling a lie just because you don't want to accept that you have done a mistake. But the truth is, you need to accept your mistakes. So there's no one on this earth who is perfect. I'm not saying, okay, I'm not perfect. No one on this earth is perfect. And it is not possible for any human being to be perfect. But everybody will be under the perception that they are perfect, but that is nonsense, okay? So they'll be doing a lot of senseless things, okay? But they don't reveal to the world what they are doing. They can't reveal to the world. They just say that I didn't do it, because they're not ready to accept the mistakes. They will be under the perception that, okay, nobody sees it, but his mind will be seeing it, right? And that mind works against him. And that mind does not respect him. That mind, when it is not respecting him, when it is not loving him, when it is not believing him, that mind is not thinking in a positive manner. That mind is thinking in an opposite manner. When the mind is thinking in an opposite manner, then just think what happens. His life gets into trouble. So we need to accept the truth. We need to accept the truth. We need to accept the truth that everything that's happening in life is happening for our good. See, everyone must accept the truth that they are going to die someday. They are not permanent on this earth. If they keep thinking that they are not permanent on this earth, they are not permanent on this earth, they are not permanent on this earth, okay? Recently you must have experienced the movie Bro. So everyone thinks that if I don't do everything I need to do, my family is going to be in big trouble. If I don't do what I'm doing, so the society is going to be in big trouble. If I'm not doing something, okay, the world is going to collapse, something like that. It's all nonsense, okay? So whether we do it or not, God has his own channel. God has his own way to deliver the things that the society demands. And that is for sure it happens. There is no doubt about it. And we need to understand this. Okay. So our presence is not going to do anything, okay. Everything will be fixed by God. And all we have to do is just experience it. So learn to accept the truth. When you know that this is the truth, accept it. And you need to accept it. Otherwise, okay, you'll just be hanging on with issues and it is very painful. It's very painful because you have created an expectation and you have created that you are something big in life. When you started thinking that you are something big in life and something is not happening big in life, okay, and that is really painful. So, we are not big. We need to realize that we are very ordinary and we have to develop a lot of humbleness within ourselves. We must be very, 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 very humble. Just because we are doing something what others are not able to do, how can we become big in life? Just because we are able to communicate something what the other person is not in a position to communicate, okay, do we become great? That's absolutely senseless. So we have to realize that we are ordinary people. Take out the ego, okay, take off the arrogance in us. When you take off the ego and arrogance within us and we become a plain personality, we are ready to accept everything. When we are ready to accept everything, I think that, okay, nothing will be painful. So with ego involved, okay, everything is a complication. When you drop the ego, everything is very easy. We are a very ordinary person. So there's nothing great about it. Nothing great about us. So to put it in one simple sentence, we are just a piece of flesh. So now if you take off all that greatness, okay, so you have no expectations on you. When you have no expectations on you, okay, you're not painful for anything in life. I hope you are understanding, Pyari, okay. So I think I've just put answers for the 3 questions what you have. If you still don't get clarity, okay, feel free to call me, Pyari, okay. I can just help you out with that, okay. Take care. Good evening, Nashin. I think Nausin, this is your first question, I suppose, okay? So thank you so much for deciding to ask some questions. So it's a pleasure answering it, okay? How to control our overthinking, okay? Please explain me, sir. So why you're allowing your mind to think more, okay? Because you're not engaging yourself with some work or the other. So your mind can only do one thing at a time. It cannot do multiple things. So engage yourself with some kind of work always. When you engage yourself with some kind of work, automatically you're not giving a scope for your mind to think about all kind of unnecessary things. See, thinking is an outcome of the feel what you carry within you. So if the feel within you is negative, your mind is thinking negative. If your mind is thinking up with all wonderful, beautiful thoughts, okay, I don't think that you have any kind of problem. Your mind is not thinking in a beautiful manner, your mind is not thinking in a wonderful manner. So that is the problem for you, and you want to stop that overthinking. Okay, so what your mind cannot stop from thinking. So it's like your mind will be like a worker who wants to work all through the day for 16 hours. If you're sleeping, okay, it also sleeps. But if you're awake, okay, it wants to think continuously for 16 hours. It doesn't want to keep calm for even a second. It's just like your heart. So your heart keeps beating, okay, every second. And if your heart is not beating, okay, you know what happens. In the same manner, your mind cannot stop from thinking. But only thing is, if you engage your mind into some work, if you make your mind to work on something, then your mind automatically thinks about what you're doing, okay. Right now I engage myself with a question answer session. By engaging myself with a question answer session, my mind is thinking about what I have to talk here. It's not thinking about something else. So I'm occupied. Probably I may have some financial tensions, I may have some health issues in my family, I may have some ups and downs, okay, going on with my people. So in the process, if I'm sitting calm, okay, my mind will go for thinking about all these things. So probably I have a consultation of a doctor for my father. So but next whole week, okay, I have an appointment with Andhra Pradesh Gramina Bank team wherein I have to train managers, okay. English. This next whole week, okay, afternoon times completely I have to dedicate for them. So I have committed for that, and in the process I can't go out, okay, taking my father. So I just committed myself for a 3 days workshop later, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. And so when can I take my father to Bangalore for a doctor consultation? This is a question mark for me. But there will be a way out. I need to sort out some plan, okay, wherein I have to, one of my friend is going to US and my children want to come, okay, my daughter who is studying in Vizag want to come home. So I booked her a ticket on Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock. But she says that she has some special training and she can't come at that time right now. She wants to shift that ticket tonight. So these are all simple challenges what I have, some financial commitments what I have to look into. But when I start thinking about them, okay, my mind puts me into some kind of pressure. And I worry something about it. But I don't give much time to think about it. I just engage my mind into some kind of work always. When I engage my mind with some kind of work and make my mind busy about something or the other, I'm not giving my mind to give a chance, okay, to think about all this. When I'm not giving my mind a chance to think about all this, it will not overthink, right? So give some work to your mind always. When you're allowing your mind to work always, okay, you're not giving a mind a chance to overthink. So occupy yourself totally. Keep listening to something good. Keep writing something. Keep reading something. Keep working on something, okay. Do a lot of physical work, okay. Let your body feel that it is very tough to do all this work. Your body has to feel that pain, okay. Almost all through the day. That's mandatory. You have to work in such a manner that, okay, your body feels it tough. So you have to keep doing a lot of physical work. I remember, okay, one of my students, when she was occupied with some negative thoughts, and when their parents, okay, came to know about that, their parents started giving her continuous work from morning to night. She was engaged, all the work was thrown at her and she had to take care of all that work. So I didn't understand why that parents have decided to put a lot of work for her. It is just because of one simple reason, that when she is involved in work from morning to night continuously, automatically her mind will not be thinking about this. So when her mind is not thinking about something what she is suffering about, she becomes a better person. And that's the ultimate outcome of them. So it's a wonderful solution what they have sought out, I think. The same thing is with you. Engage yourself with some work. Don't set free, okay? Don't be free. Most of the people today, as their mind is thinking about some kind of troubling things, okay, what they are doing is, they are consistently trying to watch something on mobile. In the process of watching a mobile, okay, they are feeding some unnecessary stuff into the mind. And again, that makes them overthink. So it's again a nonsense, okay. But do something productive. Do physical work. Feed your mind with some positive information. Read some good books. Learn some new activity. That's a very good thing. Develop some skills. Learn to play some musical instruments. Okay. Become artistic. Play some games. Do something good, okay. That's really going to add some value for your life also. So learning is the only procedure that brings happiness for you. Learn anything. Learn anything. At least you go and develop an ability to put good mehendi, okay. That's going to add a lot of value for you. Do anything good, okay, that's going to add value for you and bring some change in your life. You need to know this, okay. Good evening, Sai. Thank you so much for your question. Can you give me a brief clarity about gratitude? Gratitude is like when someone does something good for us, okay, we must be in a position to express our thanks to them. That's it. So expressing that thanks to them makes them feel good, because nobody does something in life, or everyone will not be doing something to you in life expecting something in return. Someone will be doing certain things to you expecting something in return, okay? But everyone will not be doing, expecting some kind of things in return. But we have got a kind of habituation, or we have got some like emotional stuff within us, okay, wherein we must, okay, express that gratitude, wherein we just say thanks. It's like, see, someone has helped you in something, okay, then when you say thanks, okay, that fellow feels comfortable. He says, it's okay, man, no problem. When you don't express that gratitude and when you just move away, okay, for all the pain what the other person has taken, when you did not feel that gratitude, okay, so then that fellow feels very bad about it. And next time he will not be ready to do that help for you. That's it. See, most of the times, it's like someone picked you up, you were in an emergency, you wanted to go to some place, so you don't have autos to go to that place, and there is no possibility of getting an auto. Someone took all the pain, okay, and he dropped you in that place, though it was raining or it was a very hot sunny day. So when you just, when you're dropped there, okay, we just run away from that place, okay, not even expressing thanks, okay, that fellow feels bad for it. So that is a common thing what everyone has, okay. Whatever the simple work what the other person does to us, whatever the simple thing that the other person does to us, when we learn to express that gratitude to the other person, okay, that's really going to add value for us. And we need to do that. That's a mandate, okay, because we don't know, okay, in what situation we need the help of people around us. And if there is some trouble for a human being, okay, he can get that help only from other human being. He cannot get a magical spell out of things. He has to get it from some human being or the other. So when we have to get that from some human being or the other, then all we need to understand is this. So we need to express thanks to the other person. And once we express that, okay, everything is going to be great. Nothing big about it. Okay. So we'll discuss about it, Sai, at some time, okay. I think. So, Nizam, good evening. At least very happy to meet you through this question, man, at least. Somehow, okay, we feel a lot of pleasure if we can spend some time with you, but you don't give that opportunity for us. You're so strict in that. But it's okay, at least through this, okay, you're getting in touch with us, okay. Thank you. Thanks for your question. Most of the times, the perceived reality of people, perceived reality, the perception what they feel, okay, the way they think about it, okay, depends on the way they see the whole scenario. When we can't convince and change the perceptions of people, does being detached and introverted help us? See, ultimately the life is all about you. So, I don't think that there is any need to convince anyone. I don't think that there is any need to, okay, what I can say, make the other person accept in any angle, okay. It's all about you and you, okay. So, but when it comes to parents, probably they think from the perspective of society. They don't want the society to question them, because society will always be looking forward for some kind of a negative blame if they can find, okay. They feel that they are superior, they are better parents. So let's say someone will come to me and talk about their children, that they have done something big with their children. So in the process of telling it, okay, they are saying that you as a parent could not achieve something big, but we as a parent could do something big. So they want to express their ego, their arrogance. I don't say arrogance, ego, okay, wherein they want to prove that they are great. In order to prove that they are great, okay, they take an advantage and they try to point out something or the other. When it comes to our parents, okay, they are they feel that, okay, they don't want anyone in the society to point them out, saying that you could not do this properly, you could not fulfill this properly, you could not justify this. They really don't like someone pointing them out. And as they don't like someone pointing them out, okay, they'll take some precautions, okay, from the beginning itself. They'll be insisting on us. And when we are not going, and when our life is not going the way it is going, as everyone's life is going, so probably let us say that everyone goes to school when he is 2-3 years of age. And if a child is not going at 2 to 3 years of age, okay, that's a problem for the parents. So if after school, okay, in the sense, if everyone is going to school regularly, then that is not a problem for parents if they are not going. If everyone is studying good, okay, then there is no problem for parents, okay, when they are not studying. And once they complete their 10th class, okay, every parent want them to choose MPC or BIPC, okay, put themselves into a bigger curriculum. If that is not, then that is a problem for the parents. So they are studying, okay, if people are involving into something. So they are afraid, okay, if they are studying well, if they are doing everything nicely, so if they are completing their education flexibly, if they are getting married at the right age, if they are having kids at the right age, if they are just doing a job, okay, making some money, living comfortably as everyone is doing in the society, then automatically no parent is going to complain anything about their children. But when something is not going the way as everyone is doing in the society, then most of the people may not point out the parents and tell this, but still they'll have some kind of worry within them that the society is going to point them out, and because of that, okay, they come up with a lot of explanations, they come up with a lot of convincing and all. But to bring it to the bottom line, okay, it's only you who must be convinced. So it's not anyone else. So, and it is not that, okay, the people are not going to change their perception. It's that, okay, it's imbibed in their minds that is how it is. And it cannot be the other way. So let us say, the society has driven a strategy wherein a boy marries a girl and leads his life. But now we have come up with some kind of relation wherein there are some lesbians, okay, wherein a girl wants to marry a girl, a boy wants to marry a boy, and a boy wants to make love with a boy, a girl wants to make love with a girl. This is not something what the society can accept, because that doesn't fit into the arena of the mind of the people. And you can't try convincing that all of a sudden, okay. And you can't say that that is impossible also. So you have to keep taking time and go on, okay. People try to convince you for a certain time, okay. If they clearly know that you are not a guy who will get convinced, okay, either they kick you out or they forget about you and leave. Two options will be there. So certain norms in the society are so strong, okay. They can be beliefs or they are so strongly rooted in their mind. So it's not so easy to bring that out. But thing is, for a happy soul, forgetting anything is very easy. For a troubling soul, forgetting anything is very difficult. For a person who suffers, okay, coming out of even a small problem is very difficult. For a person who is enjoying his life, okay, coming out of even a biggest problem is very easy in life. See, one thing, Nizam, I'll tell you, okay, if a person focuses on his growth, okay, gives all his time for updating himself, it's like, let us presume updating knowledge, gaining knowledge, promoting himself, educating himself, is like climbing a mountain. I was telling in the beginning of this session, okay, it's like climbing a mountain, okay. So it's difficult to climb a mountain, so, but if you still climb a mountain, okay, so everything looks very small and all these problems will look very small. You will not bother about the problems what you are having, but you will always focus on climbing the next mountain, climbing the next mountain, climbing the next mountain, because as you climb the mountains, okay, the problems look smaller and smaller and smaller. Even the biggest problems look smaller. Even a 100-story building is going to look like a matchbox for you. So everyone's perspective is once they climb this mountain, they think about climbing the next mountain, the next mountain, the next mountain, okay? They don't want to hang on with the problems there. But a person is not focusing on growth in something, so he doesn't climb this mountain. As he's not climbing this mountain, he is not seeing the problems as a very tiny thing, and they appear to be huge buildings or huge mountains before him, and addressing that problems, his life goes away. But if you can focus on growth, if you can focus on updating your skills, updating your knowledge, updating, improving yourself, okay? If you can set a growth plan for yourself, so you focus on your growth, okay? When you're growing in something, all the problems look tiny. You just observe all the people on this earth, okay? There will be two categories of people. One who is focusing on growth and working for their growth, okay? Automatically they never care for any problems. They have a lot of problems to hang on with, but they never care for any problem that is coming across them because problems look very tiny for them. And they know that, okay, they have to concentrate on growing because as they grow in life, okay, problems get vanished, that's all. But with people who don't focus on their growth plan, automatically sit at the bottom of the mountain, look at everything, and the problem looks big for them. And when the problem, it may be a very tiny problem, okay. It may not be a very big problem, but still the problem looks very big for him. And he just hangs on looking at the problem. How can I solve this? How can I solve this? And in the process, all the time goes away, right? But leave that problems, leave the challenges, leave the perceptions, okay? Leave the convincing job of the parents. Forget about all that. You just focus on your growth plan. Grow in something and show to the world. Make some progress in something and show to the world. Improve yourself in something, what you are before and what you are today. So just at least bring more smiles into your life and show to this world. So when you are just trying to smile more, okay, there is a progress that you are making in your life. And there are some problems which are looking very, very minute for you. If you are not able to show progress in anything, okay, so probably you want to reduce your weight, show some progress in your weight reduction. So if you want to improve yourself in some communication skill, show some progress in improvement of your communication skills. If you want to serve some people, show progress in serving that people. When something good is going to happen in your life, okay, when you are showing a progress in your growth, okay, automatically the problem looks minute. See, probably if you take the biggest persons like Narendra Modi and all, they'll be having the biggest problems to sort out every day. But they don't bother on the problems that are there around them, okay, but they focus on the things what they need to do every day. And in the process of doing, okay, they resolve all the problems out. So you don't need to convince anyone, okay, and don't need to worry that, okay, they are strong with what they see, they believe, and they are, okay, with predetermined perspectives. And it's very difficult they not listen to. And what is the need for convincing anyone? After all, everyone is leading their life. We are thinking that we need to convince. We don't need to convince anyone. Think seriously. So, that may not be the thing, okay, which you have to. So, you just need to convince yourself. So, it's not about being detached, okay. It's not being about introverted, okay. It's not being calm or something like that. So, we are not courageous enough to make some progress in life. So, but if you are courageous enough to make some good decisions and make some progress in life, if we are in a growth plan, okay, I think, see, when we are growing, we don't need to convince anyone. I'll tell you one thing, Nizam, okay. Till I was 30, I suppose, okay, everyone used to take a liberty to convince me in something or the other, telling me that you should be like this, you should do this, you have to behave like this, you have to go like this, you must be like this, okay. A lot of things people were telling me. Once I started this institute and started operating this institute, got busy with myself, okay. I never found anyone sitting before me and suggesting me that you should be like this, you should be like. I think one girl, okay, by name Radhika, I suppose, okay, she was a trainer. She came from Vijayawada, I suppose, okay. When I was working in Nagarjuna High School, Nagarjuna College, okay, for students. At that time, I just got introduced to her. Now and then she used to tell me that you should be this, that, and all. At one point, I used to listen because there may be something what I have to change in myself. At one point, I told her that I have nothing to worry about. I have nothing to change, okay? I'm really good, okay? I'm making a progress. I'm really doing something good in my life. Then she never communicated with me. So people want to say something to us just because they think that they are right. They are right from their perspective, but not from our perspective. We know our conditions, we know our situations. See, people say, Venu is really capable enough and he can go to a city and get started with an institute in city, he'll really become popular. I told that fellow so many times that that fellow will not listen. See, for me, hanging on with my father, being with my father and leading a very ordinary life would be a very happy thing. I don't like spending time in metropolitan cities. So I don't even like that climate wherein it's totally polluted. I can't breathe properly. I have some breathing issue, okay, if I go to a city. I will not be comfortable. I'll get some kind of headache, okay. So don't like that climate. I enjoy being in a normal place wherein it's not polluted. And I love serving my father. Just being with my father. I may not be doing much to my father, but I do something. See, my conditions, my circumstances, I know. I don't need to convince anyone. But people may be under the perspective and come up with a lot of things, okay, but I don't need to do anything towards that, I suppose. See, Nizam, all these things, why your mind is hanging on with this, you're not making some progress in a specific direction. Make some progress in a specific direction. When you make some progress in a specific direction, automatically some happiness, some value, some respect, some belief, some confidence, some courage, some love towards yourself grows within you. So you are a happier being. When you are a happier being, okay, problems become tinier, tinier. So when problems become tinier, automatically you think about making more and more progress, and making more and more progress, your life is going to be a good thing. So show some progress in a specific direction, man. And you will come to know that nobody is going to bother you. You don't need to convince anyone. You don't need to make anyone believe about anything. So when people are not seeing that progress in you in a specific direction, then they worry about you. In the process, you feel that you need to convince them. I don't know, I think with what perspective I am thinking, I just explained it, Nizam, okay. Because I know you much. So I just expressed it, okay, looking at the thing what I felt. So now it's your turn. But the bottom line conclusion is this: if you can show some consistent progress in one particular direction, nobody comes to ask an explanation from you. Okay. Thank you, Nizam. Venki, you have shooted up another question. What is abundance? Getting a lot of everything is abundance. Getting a lot of happiness, like unlimited happiness, happiness beyond boundaries. So getting a lot of love, getting a lot of courage, getting a lot of confidence, getting a lot of prosperity is abundance. So because when you are filled with abundance, you can help other people, okay? When you are not filled with abundance, you can't give anything to anyone, right? So that's where the challenge is. So I think, okay, so you have to fill your life with a lot of abundance. So when a person is filled with love, okay, he can share love to many people. When a person is filled with a lot of happiness, he can give that happiness to many people. When a person is filled with a lot of confidence, okay, he can add that confidence in the lives of many people. When a person is filled with courage, okay, he can build that courage in many people. Because people do what they see. So when they see people courageous, when they see people talking with courage, so they believe that they too can speak with courage. And that's how it is. So you need to be abundant. You need to multiply the positive qualities within you greatly. Then automatically, okay, you will be giving that to people. So everyone wants to give a lot to this society. So as Andrew Carnegie said, okay, you have to make a lot till 60. Later you have to give everything what you have got in your life and leave this earth and go. Lifespan koncham taggindi kabatti, we have to do it quickly, okay? You have to do a lot till 50 and then you have to give it to the society. So it can be knowledge, it can be money, it can be love, it can be kindness, it can be anything. So abundance is having an unlimited thing of something. Yeah, seen. Most of the times we do not act the way we feel. Our actions and our intentions or feelings are different. See, our intentions need to be right, and the actions, or in the sense our communication or the action that expresses out, may be different because we want to impress other people. We want to influence other people. We live the way the other people must be because we want everyone on this earth. We want to be like a very good person. People should say that we are a very good person. So as we want people to feel that we are a very good person, we try to mold ourselves in a way wherein everyone feels that we are a very good personality. So that is the reason why our intentions may be different, our expression will be different. But when you want to be what you want to be, just leaving the world to decide, okay, whether they want you or don't want you. And you don't have any problem whether someone wants you or someone don't wants you, okay? Then your intentions and your expressions will be the same. But today, your intentions may be different, but the way you express that is different just because you want to impress others. So don't speak or do to impress others. So you have only opportunity to express. Your communication is to express. Your actions are to express what you are, not to impress anyone. You don't need to impress anyone. If at all, if there is someone whom you have to impress to, it's you. Because when you do the right things, okay, your mind feels good about you. It develops self-belief, self-respect and self-love towards you and makes your mind to think greatly. When your mind is thinking superiorly, your life is awesome. So if at all, if you have to impress somebody, it is you. And you can impress yourself by making your intentions and expressions the same. Don't change your expressions, okay? So you just see that your communication and actions are much related to, or 100% related to the intentions what you have in your life. So don't ever try to impress anyone. Whom do you have to really impress? Because everyone is leading their life on this earth. Nobody is leading your life. Nobody is leading your life for you. There may be someone who says that, okay, I love you so much and I'm ready to do anything for you. Okay, but that is the most silliest thing what people talk. Because in emotion of love, everyone is a child. And they come up with the silliest statements, okay. So it's never possible for a person to do everything what the other person wants to. Never. They can never do anything for anyone. But people promise that I'll do anything for you. They can't do anything for others. It's not possible. Everyone has to lift themselves up. Nobody can lift anyone on this earth. It's not possible for anyone to do anything for others. They can only guide them. They can only support them, okay? They can put a ladder wherein these people have to climb and go, that's it. So they can give their knowledge, they can give their experiences, they can give their maturity, okay? So that the people will get benefited out of that, okay? But promisingly saying, nobody can do anything. See, I understood this very late in my life. In 40, I think, okay, I realized that there's nothing I can do to anyone on this earth. So I can only support them, I can guide them, I can tell them that this is the truth. And if you walk with the truth, you are going to have a beautiful life. And if you are not walking with the truth, you are not going to have a beautiful life. That's all. And this is all what I can do in my life. So once I realized this, okay, then my worship was different. So initially I too used to impress a lot of people. I used to feel that if I impress them, I'm going to be a very special personality. That is the childish thing, a very silly thing, okay, which you don't need to. How do we change the feeling domain in us? Do we need to work on actions or thoughts, process of information that we take? So when you are involved in something good, okay, your feeling is always good. When you are involved in something bad, your feeling is bad. So you have to involve yourself into something good, okay, engage yourself. See, for example, you got up in the morning, so probably your mind troubles you because it's continuously showing you the pleasure things. So but still you got up and you're going for a walk, okay. So when you're walking, though your mind complains, okay, you'll be feeling good that you're doing a good action. Right now you ask me a question, you're listening to the answer what I'm expressing you. In the process your feel is good because you're doing something good. Take out a book and start reading, okay, your feeling is good. Do something productive, okay, develop some skill. So learn some new things. Definitely you will have a positive feel. And even if you have a negative feel within yourself, learn to smile. Learn to change the direction of your thinking. Then automatically I think you can change your feeling. I really appreciate your maturity in asking these kind of questions, okay. So you'll go a big way. Keep improving your maturity and become something big for this world. Be that confidence what this world is looking out for. Be the light like a sun, or be the moon, okay, which brings peace into their life and add glory into the lives of many people. Okay. Thank you so much for your question. Rajshekhar, good evening, hero. How to overcome fear? There is no fear to overcome, Rajshekhar, frankly. It's a phobia, it's a psychological feeling. You're thinking that something is going to happen, and because of that, okay, you're worrying. So all you have to do is you have to do it, then the fear goes out. See, let's say you are having an imagination that someone is going to love you and someone is going to take care of your life, someone is going to make you the most happiest person on this earth. So it's your imagination, it's your feeling. So in the process you look forward for people, you run after people, you look after every girl, you relate with everyone and just chase. You chase any number of lives, okay, you will not get such person. And all you have to realize is that, okay, nobody can take care of you. It is you who have to take care of yourself. Nobody else can do something for you. When you realize this, okay, you stop expecting it from somebody. You start taking care of yourself. Once you start taking care of yourself, the love within you multiplies. And once you multiply the love within you, you start giving that love to somebody. And in giving, you will be a celebration. You will be very happy indeed. Okay. Just like that, fear is a psychological feeling, okay, which threatens you or which makes you feel secure. So that is developed within you because you have to be conscious about something. So suppose, let us say that you don't have any kind of fear, you are on the top of a building, immediately you get a thought process that Shaktiman jumps from the building, Superman jumps from the building, Batman flies in the air, okay? So birds can fly in the air, a lot of things fly in the air, why can't I? And if you jump from the building, okay, you're no more. So there must be something which will stop you, and that is fear. So that was inculcated in the mind of us from the beginning, so that we will be cautious about the challenges what we are going to encounter in life. Okay, so that fear we have developed for everything today, and we feel that something bad is going to happen in everything. So that is the reason why we don't try to do it. So there are negative things where we have to scare about. So probably jumping from a building, diving into an unknown arena, okay, relating with someone, believing some stranger, okay. All these things may cause some kind of damage to you, and you need to have fear towards it. But not towards achieving what you want in life, not in becoming the kind of person you want to become in life. There you are not going to, there you should not exhibit fear. Okay, but you are believing that the same process is going to happen here also, and you are fearing here also. No. When you need to do something, you need to do it, that's it. When you ought to do something, you ought to do it. Need may not be a right word actually, okay. So there may be a psychological worry within you which is stopping you from doing it. But just do it, then this worry goes out, that's all. Okay, so the simplest solution for fear is, do it. Then you will realize that there is no more fear. Okay, so it's just an illusion, it's not there. You're feeling that it is there, that's it. So how will you discover that it is not there? By just doing it. So the shortest prescription for encountering fear is just do it, that's it. Good evening, Ramakrishna. Hope you are doing good. What is the importance of persistence and success? Nothing can be built instantly. See, every great thing progresses step by step, bit by bit, okay. So if you are not persisting, okay, you will not come to know what you can really do with that in your life. All the great ones of humanity have just done something. See, everyone, once he starts doing something, all he has is, there is an urge within him which forces him to become successful, and the world has to talk about it, world has to appreciate him, world has to say that he is fantastic, world has to notice his work, okay, world has to print it in newspapers, world has to communicate it in YouTube channels, world has to talk about it in news channels, okay, world has to appreciate, world has to gift, world has to give a lot of bouquets of flowers, sweets. Wherever we go, we need to be recognized. This is what success is to be considered. But doing something specific in life, okay, needs a lot of persistence on specific things. Until and unless we persist on something, we just hang on with something, we will not be really understanding what we can do. See, we started this question answer session almost 10 years back. Since then, we have been answering the questions of students. So in the process of answering these questions continuously, okay, I don't know exactly what kind of person I'm going to be, okay. Am I really going to solve the problems of many people or not, I don't know. But I have to persist and go continuously doing this, so that at some point of time I'll come to know what exactly I can do. See, when I look at my communication, okay, these days, I really feel good sometimes, okay, when I really come up with solutions, okay, which are something different, which are a revelation for me itself. I learn a lot from myself. There's a lot what I learn from myself. And every time I listen to someone, okay, there is a lot of information that is getting into my mind, okay. It's really adding a lot of value for myself. So until and unless we persist, okay, we will not come to know how big we can go and what big we can do in life. So success creation is just like getting satisfied, okay, with what we are doing. And we can really experience it, okay, when we persist. Probably if, like every hero, let us say, even Rajnikant, okay, was a superstar, could not get a breakthrough in the last 4-5 years of time, okay. There was not one big hit movie, but recently has got a breakthrough. And how did he get that breakthrough? All through persistence. Is there anything else? Probably Nagarjuna had 14 failure movies consistently. Okay, one after the another, one after the another. If he did not persist, okay, could he have experienced, okay, what he can do today? Today, he is an icon in many things. If Virat Kohli did not persist, okay, being such a player wherein the form what he has, I think is an inspiration for everything on this earth. Now he is a statesman. If you just speak something, the whole world is ready to listen to. So he never knew that. Sachin must never have discovered, okay, what he is really capable of becoming if he did not persist. Nothing came instantly. Can you show a person, okay, who has done something big in life all of a sudden? No. So nobody knows what Abdul Kalam was till he became 60, 65 years of age. So he persisted, he started doing every single day what he really wanted to do. He kept on doing what he could do, okay? And in the process of doing, okay, something miraculous came out. And that miraculous was appreciated by the whole world. So there is that magical spark in everyone. Now we can take the exception of Vivekananda or something like that. But these people are legacy creators. Even I don't say that, okay, they've got everything all of a sudden. It did not happen in the life of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Of course, Vivekananda lived only for 39 years, okay, but the maturity journey started at a very early age when he was 7 or 8 years of age. So 30 long years went into it. And then he could make a progress. So, I think, okay, without persistence, we'll never come to know what we are really capable of becoming. So, what transformation happens within us, okay, that can be revealed to us only through persistence. We need to. What is a better way to express emotions? Didn't get your thought, Ramakrishna, exactly. What is a better way to express emotions? I don't understand. Emotion is an expression that automatically comes out. There is no better way to express it. Probably negative emotions must be converted into positive emotions. So better way of expressing emotions is no one is ready to receive negative emotions. So you have to express positive emotions. So in order to express positive emotions, you have to drop ego, jealousy, selfishness, superstitions, fear, doubt, all negative things. When you drop out all the negative things, okay, you'll automatically be in a positive zone and automatically you express positive emotions. And if you are an embodiment wherein no negative emotion expresses from you and only positive emotion expresses, then you are a beautiful person to hang around. And I think that the biggest success on this earth is if someone loves to spend time with you and if they feel that spending time with you is a glory, then you are successful. That's all. And that can happen when you take off all the negative part within you. Hatred, jealousy, greed, selfishness, fear, doubt, okay, hesitation. So when you take off all these negative aspects of your life, okay, then you are an embodiment of positive content and you express only positive emotions. So when you express every positive emotion, I think, okay, people love you and that is the only way you have to hang on with things, I suppose. Okay, so just go on with that, okay. Thank you so much, Ramakrishna, okay, at least feeling the energy of you through your questions makes me very happy now. Yeah, Mahesh, good evening. Thank you so much for your question, man. How to build willpower? Sometimes mind gives some suggestions, also heart gives some suggestions, and always win by mind. So how we express those thoughts? It's not like that, man, okay? Let me bring some clarity for you. Mind is a thinking center. It thinks. Heart is an emotional center. It emotes. Okay? So, you need to understand the difference between these two. You want to do something and your mind is saying no. It's because of the past memory. You want to do something, your mind is saying yes. It's because of the past memory. And the imagination that is associated with that memory, probably you did something in the past and you had a very bitter experience that is registered in your memory. And now when you want to do that again, automatically what happens? Your memory, okay, gets refreshed and imagination adds to it and will give you some kind of, what I can say, objection, saying that don't do it. So let's say you loved somebody, you went and expressed a girl and that girl slapped you, okay, and you were insulted before everyone. You loved sincerely, but this is registered in your memory. So after some time you fall in love with some other girl, you want to express that, but this gets into your mind. Probably I get it. Probably I'll repeat the same thing, okay? So this imagination will be added to it. You go and discuss this with somebody and they may add something to you. Like it's like she's a good girl, so she just stopped with a slap. Otherwise she must have complained to the police. She must have informed her parents. She must have slapped you with a chappal. All these things, okay? This adds to the imagination. All the communication what people make, okay, will glorify this, what I can say, memory. Okay, and that is the reason why you get scared out of that. Okay, so your thinking is an outcome of the memory what you have taken. Some people started telling you that you can't do big things in life. As people spoke that you can't do big things in life, you must have started imagining that, okay? You're a kind of guy who can't do big things in life. You're a pretty ordinary guy and it's not possible for you to do something big in life. So as your mind started imagining about this is projected in your mind. So when next time you want to do something big, okay, automatically your mind thinks on the negative zone. Because it's all the outcome of your memory and imagination. Memory and imagination. Okay, understand this. That's the work of your mind. Mind is an emotional center. So probably you're thinking about a positive thing. So positive thing in sense, okay, you're going on a picnic. Okay. So memory of a picnic is always wonderful. You dance, you shout, you run around, you swim, okay. You crack jokes, you share a lot of things, you see a lot of different things, okay. You're on different platform. This is an entertainment. So automatically the emotion that comes out of the heart is also entertaining. So that's positive, enthusiastic, okay, something happy, something peaceful, something different. So let's say that you've done a mistake, okay, automatically your father discovered this mistake and you are going to your father is going to punish you. So you had that punishment before seriously. So now what happens? Your mind thinks in a negative manner. It starts imagining all sort of things, okay, that your father is going to kick you, he's going to beat you, he's going to slap you, he's going to thrash you, all these things. And for that thinking, your heart exactly fits that emotion to it. An emotion of fear, worry, disturbance, frustration. So probably let's say that, okay, one of your girlfriends said that, okay, let's go out for what I can say, an ice cream parlor and eat ice cream together. I really want to spend some time with you, an hour or two. So automatically your thoughts are positive. When your thoughts are positive, your emotions are positive. Your emotion that comes out of your heart is exactly matching with the thoughts in your mind. That's all. See, try to understand this very clearly. Let's say that in a movie, if you are seeing, you'll see a hero. Okay. Hero is in serious trouble. Automatically, the situation around him, the background music, the appearances, everything will be like that only, okay? So you cannot expect, okay, when the hero is being killed, okay, all his family members laughing, enjoying, celebrating, putting some music and dancing. Because it doesn't match exactly what your mind is thinking. The same manner your heart emotes. Probably you say that he is a very good guy, I really love being with this guy, then automatically the emotion of love expresses. I hate this guy, I don't like this guy, this fellow is a big cheat. If your mind is thinking, negative emotion expresses. So there may be someone who cheated you in your life. So automatically once you see him, your mind is thinking in a negative manner. Your emotion is negative in that particular situation. Your thinking and your emotions always match. See, you're thinking, your mind is thinking positively. Is there a chance when your heart will be releasing some negative emotions? No. So heart is an emotional center. It gives courage, it gives you confidence, it gives you happiness, it gives you peace, it gives you enthusiasm, it gives you energy based on your thinking. So these are correlated. So you can't say that your mind is thinking positively, but your heart is showing a negative outcome. No. When your mind is thinking positively, your heart also will give a positive emotion. The emotion of courage, the emotion of confidence. But if your mind is thinking negatively, your heart will express an emotion of negativity, fear and doubt. Okay? These two act accordingly. And how to build willpower? Willpower is all like, okay, you create a desire for something. So let's say you love eating sweets, you want to eat sweets. So there is a desire that runs in you and it pushes you to eat sweets. Okay. Now willpower is all about, though your mind is pushing you to do something, you have to stop, okay, from that eating, okay, and you have to resist yourself in a manner wherein you are not doing what your mind is asking you to do. There will be an urge within you which is pushing you to do something, but you don't do it. You don't do it. Just sit like that. You know because, okay, that is not good to do, so you don't do it. When you don't do it, what happens, okay, at some point, okay, either you or your mind has to win. So when you make your mind to win, okay, you don't have willpower. When you make yourself win, you have willpower. That's it. See, let's say you love eating chicken, but eating excess non-vegetarian stuff is not good. You know about it. Okay? So your mind is asking you to eat because that's there in front of you. Now, okay, you say, I don't want to eat. So now there's an urge within you to eat, okay? Now you just don't eat it. You resist and sit there, okay? That's automatically going to put you on a positive zone. Getting my point? That's willpower. So your mind is asking you to watch a movie. There is a pressure within you. It's forcing you to watch a movie. Okay? But you don't want to watch a movie because you have an exam, okay? Now, though your mind is putting some pressure on you to watch a movie, just hang on with it. And that hanging ability is willpower. Okay? So I hope you got clarity on your question, how to build willpower. Sometimes mind gives some suggestions. It's not suggestion, okay? Mind always talks based on the memory it has. So what you see, what you listen, what you speak, that is registered in your mind, and exactly according to that only your mind speaks. Okay, it does not come out with the innovative thought. Okay, so give some suggestions and always win by mind. Okay, how we express such thoughts. Now you got the pulse of it, I think, Mahesh. Okay, thank you so much. So Venki, how to build confidence, sir? You do some challenging tasks in life, man, okay? When you do some challenging tasks in life, okay, you build your confidence. See, when you keep doing something, okay, what you're doing every day, when you keep doing something what everyone is doing, then how do you think of building confidence within you? You have to do something different, what you have never done in your life before. You have to do something what nobody has done. Of course, you need to think that, okay, that must be useful for a lot of people around you. So when you do something new, when you pick up a challenge, okay, set a goal and fight for achieving that goal. Okay, what you have never done before, then that builds confidence in you. But when you keep doing, okay, what you are doing every day, when you keep doing what everyone is doing, there are a lot of people who will sit in the class and listen, okay. But there is only one person who stands courageously and speaks to them. And this is something different. And try doing that, okay? That's going to add value in your life. So confidence comes when you do something what you have never done before. Okay? Try doing it. Fine? So I think we have to call it a day. So it was great answering your questions. After a very long time, I think I enjoyed answering this session. Probably in the beginning of the session, I was thinking that I'll not be having any questions and I'll have to close this session very early today. But, okay, even I just gave a very, very brief answer for some of the questions like gratitude and all, because I addressed it so many times before, okay. But anyway, thank you so much for the support all of you are giving. All the best. Take care of things. So there are a few points what you can add on to yourself, okay. Show some progress in the direction of your growth. Have persistence to create success. Grow big in life so that problems become tiny for you. And win in the test of God, okay, wherein He gave you mind and asked you to handle it. So if you take control of your mind, automatically God makes you to do anything with it. Okay? Thank you guys. Take care.